Hello everyone, I'm Joel and I'd like to welcome you to another grainy film adventure. It's a Saturday morning in July here in Texas. We're headed towards the coast. It's about 6:20 a.m. and it's already 80 degrees Fahrenheit outside. The high today is going to be about 95 degrees Fahrenheit, so it will be pretty warm, and we're headed down to do some exciting things. For our first adventure today, we're going to join a group of photographers from HoustonPhotoWalks.com for a private tour or private access for 2 hours at the Grand Opera House in Galveston, Texas. One of the things I enjoy most about joining other photographers for a photo walk like this is obviously the social aspect, right? Chatting with other photographers, checking out their gear, seeing what they're shooting, just kind of exploring around a little bit together. But it's also the educational side of it, right? For me, it's a great opportunity to see the artistic choices other photographers make in the same conditions and with the same subject that I am shooting. So I'm super stoked. We are almost to Houston. So we're about to drive through Houston, Texas itself, and then we still have another hour or 45 minutes or so to get down to Galveston. So we're gonna head out and go get some street photos here in Galveston and just see what we can find and kill a little bit of time. I have since switched over to Ectacolor 200 in the Leica M5. I've got my 35mm f2.5 on there right now for some street photos. We still have the Minolta loaded with Kodak Ultramax 400, and I'm on shot number 22 in it. I've got the 50mm lens on here. I figure with the 35mm and the 50mm, we got some good latitude for shooting on the street. So we're gonna head out. All right, we made it down to the Grand Opera House. So that's the Grand Opera House there. That's what we're going to be shooting today. It says 1894 on the building. Let's get a shot out here. I'm on the 35, which is as wide as I can get. So let's go ahead and back up some. I've got a partial roll of Fuji 200 in here right now. I need to shoot out before we go inside. So that's the goal right now, is to shoot all this. Okay, I can get most of it in frame. Let's come out a little bit further. We're still fogged up a tiny bit. Right now, I'm reading, it's pretty bright out here today. Even at f4, we can do 1/1000th at halfway between f4 and f5.6. Actually, we got to close it down just a little bit. We're at halfway between 5.6 and 8. Let's get it focused. 1/1000th, halfway between 5.6 and 8. There's a cool reflection on the building. Let's see if we can get, there's like some plants above me. Let's see if we can get a good reflection with those plants in it. No, but I like that anyways. Okay, there's less light here, so we can drop it down. If we want to go with like f8, we can drop it down to 1/125th. And there comes some people in frame. This is about the same. 1/125th at like f8. Yeah, we're at f8. We'll focus on the 1894 there. Let's get directly in front of it. Open it up one f-stop there. 1/125th at halfway between 5.6 and 8. Kind of metering for the just above the sign and the shadows. We can do 1/250th at f8. I'm kind of shooting just to shoot out that roll. I can be a little more deliberate. There's the witchery. I love that place. Oh, I love this staircase right here. The staircase kind of like curves up and there's some ivy up there. Let's get a shot of that. Metering for the ivy. We are basically the same settings as a while ago. That'll be a little bit bright. Oh, that's beautiful. One 250th at f8. Oops. I wish that car wasn't there because there's bottles in that window. Yes, yes. Maybe she heard me. I don't feel bad if she did because I get a better shot. All right, we're gonna do a few shots here. This is pretty dark. Let's cock the shutter so we can get a reading. Okay, at 1/60th, we can go f4 at 1/60th. I'm gonna focus on that hand because it's really easy to see. Now we're gonna, that was f4 at 1/60th. I'm gonna focus on the sign now and let the bottles be out of focus. All right. That's a cool shot.
getting near the end of the roll, I felt it. All right, we're gonna go find a bathroom. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off for a minute because I gotta hoof it like 6 blocks. You're good, you're good. You look too cool for me to let you go first. I love all the colors. I couldn't help myself.
Ready to roll. The next step up. Boom. My most famous sauce on the island. I smoke everything in this market. Out here, the Chipotle's and the Scotch Bonnet. Wait for
Thank you.
Sorry.
Excuse me. All right, we're taking a break because it's really hot, man. It's got to be like, it's 94 right now out here. So I stopped at Yaga's Cafe to get a cold beer and something to eat. But the bonus is it's like right here where there's like a little street fair going on. So I can like sneak some pictures of people as they go by, or I can even see people making transactions over here, which is pretty cool. So I have shot 18 shots on the Leica M5 with the Kodacolor 200, and I haven't shot anything on the X700 yet. Maybe I shot like one shot, I'm not sure. That's got the Ultramax 400 in it. But let me figure out what I'm gonna eat real quick, and then we'll see if we can find some more cool shit to shoot. All right, I went for Baja fish tacos. It's beer battered and fried mahi-mahi, cilantro cabbage mix, sambal, creme fraiche, corn tortillas, and rice and beans, which sounds fantastic. And I got a Blue Moon, so I can have something to drink while we're out here too. And I got plenty of time to kill. The reunion isn't for another 6.5 hours. I can feel myself getting sunburned. So we'll probably shoot out this roll on the Leica, finish the roll on the Ultramax. All right, we had a little setback. I'm outside and a bird crapped on my arm, so I had to go in and clean up, but the waiter washed my table so I could leave all my camera gear out and not have to worry about it. But this is the Mahi Mahi taco. Let's see how it goes. It's really good, man. The cream of sauce is awesome. Baco's fresh. The fish tastes fresh. It's super hot. The breading is light and airy. I have eaten here before, and I would eat here again. I was telling the waiter, this place was like a clothing store back in the day. I still have a wallet from when like Yaga's and Massimo, like Yaga the clothing brand and Massimo were a thing. And I would come down here and, actually that was a, what brand was that wallet? That was a Rusty wallet. Remember Rusty, the surf brand from the 90s? So that was in like 1993. I would have come down here and bought a wallet in this store, which is now a Yaga's restaurant, which I thought was pretty cool. But the food is great. I'm gonna eat, and then we'll get back out on the street, take some more photos.
All right, here are some of the photos I took during lunch. I've decided to break this video up into 3 parts or it's going to be super long. So this first video was all of the street photos I took before the Opera House tour and then afterwards, but before lunch. Part 2 will be the rest of the street photos I took after lunch because I was out for a couple more hours. And then if there's enough B-roll, part 3 will be me shooting photos inside the Grand Opera House itself. So stay tuned for next week's video.